What's going on, Gamer Nation? Stephen Thomas here with another episode of Reddit Reviews. This time we're going to be looking at fake history, one of my favorite subreddits on the internet. If there's other Reddits you would like me to look at, leave them in the comments below. But for now, we're going to look at fake history. I'm not saying the last word because I love money. And YouTube loves to demonetize for any type of words that you say wrong. But without further ado, let's get into it. Iran before and after the Islamic Revolution, 1979. Yep, checks out. Horse on the left, free like America. The horse on the right, not so much. Actually, the horse on the right kind of reminds me of some of the horses we have in Kentucky. If you've never driven through Kentucky and seen horses in protective jackets, they are dapper sons of guns. Just check out this majestic dude here. And here's another counterpart. This guy is very, very dapper when it comes to preparing for a night out with some ladies. You know what I'm talking about. Ah, yes, staying on the topic of Iran, this is Iranian streets before the revolution, colorized 1974. Yes, checks out. Yep, that is a free Iranian woman just out on the town. CNN with breaking news here. An exotic-looking bright orange bird rescued by a wildlife hospital turned out to be a seagull covered in curry. Top news from top journalists. You gotta love CNN. I don't even think I need to read the caption for this building. It's familiar to me in some ways. I don't know what it reminds me of, but it's probably some type of headquarters in history, 1930. Probably. Ah, yes, military contractors after 9/11, 2001. I'm shocked to find that gambling's going on here. You're winning, sir. Oh, thank you very much. Mr. Germany meets the man who would eventually assassinate him years later, 1939. Yes, this checks out. I don't think there's any Photoshop in this. I think this is an accurate picture. Ah, yes, a great moment in history. Eminem gets his N-word pass, 1989. This was really clever. The United States officially adopts socialized healthcare, 2010. Oh, not to date myself, but I thought this was ridiculous when I saw it. This is such a great one. President George W. Bush celebrates Opposite Day on the USS Abraham Lincoln, January 25th, 2003. Oh, yes, another great moment in history. Kiss at their first press conference in Nashville, Tennessee, 1973. It's amazing that their band has held together this long, especially with the power of makeup that they have. For those of you who are fat kids like me, we got Ernest J. Keebler here perfecting the recipe for the E.L. Fudge cookies, 1969. Oh, I love these. These are the best. A British sailor encounters a native Australian spider, 1788. It's good that we could document history in its prime when it happened. Yet again another Iran before and after the Islamic Revolution, 1979. Never forget. Oh my God, this is terrible. Oh. Nazi war criminal gives one last seagull vowing his allegiance to his Führer before being hung in the Nuremberg trials. Colorized. 1945. Oh, SpongeBob, what didn't you cover? Ah, yes, Mark Zuckerberg founding Facebook Incorporated February 4th, 2004. I hate every last one of them, and I'm going to turn this hate into cash. Oh, yes, here we have a picture that depicts the Protestant Reformation, 1517 to 1648. Never forget what started on 1517 when things were hung on the door. The Bible needs to be updated. This app will not work with future versions of iOS. Ah, here we have a great work of Saturday morning cartoons. Grover Cleveland accepting the nomination at the Democratic National Convention, marking the last time a former president was renominated by a major party. 1892, colorized. Operation cannot possibly fail a second time. What a lot of people didn't know is toward the end of World War II, the Nazis got very, very desperate, and they had to bring anybody in that they could, able-bodied or not, to fight. And this picture here shows that as Nazis create the Volksturm, recruit all able-bodied individuals for a desperate defense of Berlin, 1945, colorized. Ah, yes, staying with World War II, it's Hitler's secret wonder weapon captured by the Allies after the war, 1945. Yeah, that Messerschmitt's not going to build itself. We had to get some models to copy it. Ah, here we have some American history. Neil Armstrong trying to figure out whether he is on the moon, or Stanley Kubrick's movie set, 1968. Ah, yes, here's a great picture. It's changed all of our lives, gamers. The birth of steam, 2002. The shame, only had longer arms. But you know what they say, innovation comes out of necessity. Here we have the start of the American Civil War, 1861. Chick-fil-A is officially America's favorite fast food restaurant. Imagine if we opened on Sundays, had to give everyone else, like Wendy's, a chance to make money. Wendy's replies, "Your mom's a hoe," and thus began the Great Civil War. Ah, speaking of civil wars, here we have a rare photo from the 2015 Second Civil War in America. Bernie Sanders and Alexandria Cortez on the front lines. Ah, the darker side of American politics. Here, Bernie Sanders taunts a diabetic woman with a vial of insulin. 2019. Never forget. Ah, here's the history of food. An Italian American being forced to watch pineapple added to pizza for the first time ever, 1914, right here in Brooklyn, United States. Ah, this brings a serious question. I left my front door open and my Roomba just went out and I can't find it. What are the consequences of this? It has no natural predators. This is obviously the beginning of the robot uprising 2019. This is one of my absolute favorites on the internet. Here we have Mike Pence driving in young Justin Trudeau to go trick-or-treating in Indiana, 1981. We go back in time for this one, 1999, a good year. Mariah Carey finally gets to meet Ozzy Osbourne. Here we have the American invasion of Normandy, circa 1944. Because we always have to pick on them, here's a rare photo of the United Kingdom leaving the European Union, 2019. Here's a photo of Switzerland, 1939. They just kind of hope that both teams have fun. And that's the way that everybody should be in the world. You know, if somebody gets an argument, just support both sides and make money while doing so. Here we have a picture of Vladimir Putin deciding his new term limit as president of Russia, 2019. Infinity. 1928, Al Capone discussing the Valentine's Day Massacre. Here we have one for this time of the season. Adam and Eve are vanished from the Garden of Eden after eating the forbidden fruit, 6000 BC. Here's one I didn't think you all knew. During the filming of the first Jurassic Park movie, Steven Spielberg had extra children in case the dinosaurs ate one of them to not slow down production. That's some very good thinking. Very, very good thinking. That's why he's Steven Spielberg and we are not. Yes, we go back to 1970 for this one. Wolverine receiving his adamantium infusion. Seems very happy about it. Oh my Jesus on this one. Here we have Donald Trump in 2010 hiring Carmen Sandiego to hunt down Obama's birth certificate. Yeah, if they would have just made a movie out of that, this would have been great. Here we have U.S. President Ronald Reagan demonstrating his concept of trickle-down economics in 1981. Here we have a meeting in my home state way back when, 1951, Jesus and Colonel Sanders discussing which spices should be used to create the all-famous original recipe chicken. Another one of those darker times of American history, circa 2002, Al-Qaeda prisoner being tortured at Guantanamo Bay. We can't leave them out. Here are the Iranian men before the Islamic Revolution in 1973. A kinder day in history, we have an American and German D-Day veterans posing together for the 50th anniversary, 1944. In 2004, we have Eric and Donald Trump Jr. meeting their new stepmom, Melania. Oh, that's such a good one. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad, but mwah. Speaking of their father, Donald Trump gives his inauguration speech 2017. The first thing I'm going to do is build a 10-foot wall around my land. And yes, the saddest of times in my heart, Confederate monument is removed after violent protest in Charlottesville, 2017. The world will never be the same. And with that said, we're going to bring this episode to an end. Again, if you liked it, well, there's a like button down below. Smash that. Leave me a comment. Let me know some other subreddits you'd like me to take a look at. And if I approve, I will grant you a video on them. But as always, thanks for watching. God bless. And don't forget to make good decisions. Special thanks to these December Patreon members. If they were a Jeopardy tournament, I'd enter them and hope to finish first. Azure Rain, James Monteith, The Least Expected, Party Commissar, Nicholas Absher, Critias,